So the SCO Summit just happened, and every news channel around the world covered it in some detail, so I'm going to skip the details and focus on big picture. What was the message, and how was it received? On the India-China front, it can kind of be summarized as let's agree to disagree, but let's move on like normal countries. Restarting flights, trade, investment, trying to resolve the border dispute. Another theme that came out of the summit, not just between India and China, but between all the meetings, was strategic autonomy. Now, there's two ways you can read the Modi-Putin meet. One of them was an affirmation or a reaffirmation of long-standing India-Russia ties. This is not only a message to the West, it's also a message to China. Because let's remember that Russia and China, well, they're kind of like allies for now. Russia is scared of China. And the number two way that it can be read is a giant middle finger to the Americans. Some people in the Western Alliance heard the message loud and clear.
Directly linked, I think, to the ongoing competition for a new world order. We've seen that the post-Cold War era is over.
This means that unquestionable US dominance is now being questioned.
And the narrative put forward is that multipolarity will provide a solution for a peaceful coexistence and global cooperation. I disagree with this approach.
But he doesn't think that a more multipolar world is a good idea because it would be more chaotic and less prosperous, and he's right about that.
I think multilateralism is the best way to drive cooperation forward.
So President Stubb is saying multilateralism is the way forward, as opposed to multipolarism. And what he means by this is that he, in his position as president of Finland, thinks that the US-dominated world order is good, and within that, countries should use multilateral frameworks like the United Nations, for example, to get along with each other and prosper. He's kind of right that on average, the world is more prosperous under America's wise, shining light. But the issue is that if you get on America's bad side, well. So how can we reconcile President Stubb's views with India's views and pursuit for a multipolar world order?
And my message, not only to my European colleagues, but especially to the United States, is that if we don't drive a more cooperative or dignified foreign policy with especially the global south, the likes of India, we're going to lose this game.
I've showed this chart before of the US and EU's declining share of global GDP, but I think it's worth looking at again. Major props to President Stubb of Finland for being a voice of strategic reason inside the Western community. Let's just hope that Trump has the good sense to hear him out. Otherwise, we're in for a rocky road ahead.